Hello friends, it is Mrs. P. I just had a close call. I had started discussing my budget for December, and thank goodness had not started writing anything, because I just glanced at my phone, and I realized I had not started the video. But anyway, I am back. It is the same day, Wednesday. I did not silence my phone like I usually put it on Do Not Disturb, but I have not yet heard from my son. He has not landed at his first layover, which is in Phoenix. So I am just hoping to hear from him, worried mama. So I want to leave that available. So I'm going to have to keep checking, because if a phone call or something comes through on my phone, sometimes it stops the video. I just don't want to mess that up. But anyway, we are going to budget for December. I am changing things just a smidge with how I'm saving this month. I am trying to put more towards debt. I want to make sure that Bank of America card gets paid off quickly. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So with my overview, I always start with my calendar. And I use the calendar method so that I can do the weekly budgets and make sure I account for everything that should be coming out each week. The highlighter method, I think, comes from the Budget Mom. If you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, it sure does help you kind of organize your budget. So our first week actually starts for December. It starts in November, November 27th, which is tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and just highlight. Ooh, that's very light. I don't even know if y'all can see that yellow. My daughter has the bright yellow. Okay, she likes to use my things. She's very crafty, and she journals, and she loves to highlight. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this. So our mortgage comes out on the 1st. So I will put that on there. Should I zoom in? Yes, I should zoom in. Okay. Mortgage. Then we have Microsoft, which is the account my daughter uses to play with her brothers and her friends. She plays with her friends also. Truck payment and NFL. The Sunday ticket, we split that 3 ways. I get a teacher discount. So if you're a teacher, check it out, because you can save quite a bit on the NFL package. All right, so that is all that we pay this first week. And then we go into week number 2 of December. And I'm gonna just highlight as I go. I think that would be the best way to do this. We have iRobot on the 6th. And Life 360. And then Mr. P Hobby. Okay, and that is all in that week. This next week is gonna have a new debt. Is it got the new debt? Yes. I was like, my new car payment. Okay, so on the 11th, we pay Bank of America, which is our current card that we are trying to pay off. America. Google storage, Netflix, which is ever changing. I don't know why it changes. And then car payment, CarMax. That is where we bought the new vehicle. It's not a new one, it's a used one. I love CarMax. I've had nothing but good experiences there. I think some people probably could disagree with me, but yeah, CarMax is, I like CarMax because you go in there, the price is already set. You do not haggle. They do not haggle. They did offer to buy my Explorer even with the engine problems, so we may take them up on that if we can't sell it outright. Because they said they can sell it at auction or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, we had a really good experience with CarMax. You guys gave me lots of suggestions on vehicles, and I went against all of your advice. You all said that not to get a Nissan because of the transmission issues. I have owned I have owned a Nissan before, and I absolutely loved it. And I was taking my personal experience when I was, factoring in what to get. And I looked at the Toyotas. I don't know, there's just something about it. I wasn't real happy with like some of the features. And I'm not a big tech person, but certain features are a must for me. And I don't know, the space, the feel, all of the things. So I did get a Nissan Pathfinder. I know what you guys warned us about. We did get the extended warranty. We bought the warranty. We did take money from our savings account and make a down payment, so that it actually making a down payment lowered our interest rate by 1%. So that helped. But anyway, yes, we will talk more when we get to my debt update. All right, so CarMax and Spotify is right here. All right. So that is all in that week. That's the third week. Going into week number 4 of December, which is right at Christmas time. We have power here. I don't know what the power bill is, but I'm going to estimate. We have Tractor Supply, which is the trailer, the enclosed trailer that my husband got. Hulu. We have YouTube TV and Verizon. Another hefty. So we've kind of added some hefty weeks in the middle of the month, which was the plan. CarMax, I could have pushed it to the end, but I said, you know what, we have so much heavy at the end and the beginning, so let's put something in the middle. All right, and then last we have the rest of December, which will be our 5th week. It is where Christmas and New Year's fall. And so we've got Farm Bureau, YouTube, and that's the premium. The YouTube TV will probably go away after college football is over. Mr. P Hobby. And that is all. Okay, so that is my monthly overview. It is very helpful to have this as like something to refer to. I don't put any of the amounts of each bill because that is where I put here. And this is the monthly overview planning sheet. I've had several people ask me about these sheets. I have these on my Ko-fi. They are completely free. I made them. I sometimes tweak them. So if you are interested in them, my Ko-fi is linked in the description box. You can go get these. I think I've got all of them. If I don't, I will try to just message me or let's drop a message in the comments. I don't always comment, guys. I am terrible. I read every comment. I don't always comment. Okay. All right. Here we go. So this is going to be for December 2025, the last month of the year. Okay, I'm looking at my watch. Look at this cute little Snoopy. Guys, I cannot see a Snoopy without thinking of Carly. I see Snoopy all the time, and I always, my first instinct is Carly. And, we don't even know each other. I just, she's like a YouTube person, but I feel like I get to know you guys from just watching your channels and stuff. All right, so let me get my draft ready. All right, so for December, we have Mrs. P, Mr. P, and then other. All right, Mrs. P, $32.75. Mr. P, $52.50. He will get paid 5 times in December, and so his checks, I'm guessing, I estimated it at $10.50 each week. We shall see. And then other, I have at $300 this month. All right, so $88.25 is what we are going to budget with. and we go down and we put all of our fixed expenses minus the power. It's not fixed, but it is something that we have to pay every month. All right, so we start with our mortgage, which is $1,260. Microsoft, I am going to put 22. I don't know if the Microsoft charge that my husband had the other day, if that's like going to be every month, but if it is, I'm going to have him use his blow money to cover it. NFL is 9. That is split 3 ways. Mr. P, well, 9 is my portion. It's like 26 something, $27. Mr. P Hobby is 61. iRobot, 32. Google Storage, 3. I think you can probably hear the dryer in the back. I am washing jeans and they're loud when they tumble. Netflix is 20. Power, I'm estimating at 300. I just checked last night and it had not, like the new bill had not posted. Hulu, 22. Spotify, 19. YouTube TV, 44 is my portion. Let's see here. Verizon, 206 is our portion. Farm Bureau, I'm going to put 264, but hopefully we will sell the Explorer and then this will go down. All right, Apple storage is 10. YouTube Premium is 25, and Mr. P Hobby is 49. Okay, so our bills and expenses, $23.55. Okay, then I'm going to move down here to sinking funds and savings. And I am trying to cut a little bit in this area in the space places we can. All right, so $8.45 for sinking funds and $17.75 for savings. So that's $26.20. All right, moving over here, variable expenses. So we have a 5-week month, but I did not change any of my variable expenses at all. I wanted, guys, I didn't even write any of this down. Okay, but I do remember. All right, so groceries. Instead of going $150 a month, I decided to keep it at $600 for $150 for the week, each week. I decided to keep it at $600 for the whole month because we've got Christmas in there. And like, we'll be at home, but you know, I'm trying to clean out what we have. All right, so that's going to be $600. We have pets, which is going to be $80. Household, $80. So you'll see when I do my cash stuffing that instead of 20 each week, they're going to be getting like 15. And then we have Mr. P is going to be $125. Is that right? $125. I think I did 25 each week. Mrs. P, $200. We have Miss P, $60. Eating out, I said $100. And then gas, $300. Yeah. And then we have the unbudgeted, which we didn't have any expenses in unbudgeted in November, so hopefully we'll keep it there. So this section is $15.45. Going down to debt, we have the truck, which is $470. We have Bank of America, which is $60. We have my car payment, y'all, $700. Tractor Supply. And that was with a down payment. Things are not cheap anymore. But hopefully, guys, I want to get this paid off. I don't want to be in the same boat that we are in with the Explorer. So once I get to like the truck's paid off, we are going to like hammer down on that car. And then student loan, $498. All right, so this section is $1,887. All right, I'm planning on putting $360 to extra debt. And that is the Bank of America card. So that stays $360. Okay, so this is where I like do like a little snapshot. So I take all the different categories and place them right here so I can look at it in a glance. So budget, we had $88.25 for our income. The bill total was $23.55. Savings total $26.20. Variable total was $15.45. And debt total was $18.87. Okay, and then extra debt $360. And let me just double check my math. Let me grab my calculator just to make sure that I have everything calculated correctly. 23.55, 26.20, 15.45, and 18.87 is 84.0. Something's wrong. Okay, I figured out my mistake. Okay, so here's my draft. And I originally put 360 here. But then, look, I changed it to 400. Can y'all see that? I changed it to 400, but I didn't change it up here. So, it's 400 here. That makes a difference. Okay, so we've got $23.55 in bills, $26.20 in savings, $15.45 in variable, $18.87 in debt, and $400, and that leaves us with $8,807, which is not a zero-based budget. It leaves us with $18 left over, and I didn't want to mess up my numbers, so I just left it at that, and we will see where we are at the end of the month and just put whatever's left towards debt. So that is the overview. Now, let me go ahead and I'm going to do my sinking fund plan. You already saw my variables stuff, so I just want to work on these sections so that you can see where I am making changes this month, so that you can see like where my mind, like what I kind of figured out. Okay, so beauty is going to get 80 for the month. Medical is going to get its 300. Sports is going to get 100 because football season should be ending soon. We won our last round 3. They're playing round 4 Friday, and they are predicted to win. And if they do that, then we move on. And I think that all the rest of the games are out of town, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. We got to win this one ball game first. All right, pool supplies is going to get 20, and garbage gets 15 every month because we pay that quarterly. All right, so 80. I didn't do all the math on these. All right, that's 515 for this section. Then, our more long-term savings. Subscriptions is going to get 25, propane 25, school supplies 25, vet 25, car tags 25. I'm going down on car maintenance and home maintenance because we have the warranty on the car. My washer is spinning. And so I'm just going to do 100. We bought the tires so we can kind of slow down in that area. Home maintenance, I'm going to put $100 also. And so this section is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 125. 2, 3, 25. Okay, so this is where most of the changes that I'm doing, this is where it is. So debt, I am going to bring back challenges for debt, not this week, but next week, because I want to finish up some stuff in my randomizer and my Christmas binder. So $400 is going towards debt. $31 towards the randomizer. That's just to finish a few challenges that I have started. Senior year gets $50. Nothing for vacation, nothing for health. Summer savings, I am going to keep at this one for $500. Christmas is going to get $94 to finish it up for 2025. And then the next time it comes back, we will be saving for 2026. All right, wedding also gets $500. Emergency fund, nothing. Mini Monday, $200. And this one was where I was a little bit not sure. There are 5 weeks in December, but I'm pretty sure the Village Hop ends earlier than, like, it's not going to go through the entire month of December, but I could not find anywhere like the actual date. So I went ahead and planned for $20 each week, but if it ends like with a couple weeks left of December, that extra money will go towards our debt challenges. So that is our sinking fund monthly plan. This I do off camera. This is something I do just to help myself out each week when I'm planning for the cash. Oh, I've got 2 of them in here. Okay, so now we've got my first week budget that I need to go ahead and plan because it technically starts tomorrow. Let me find more. Oh, hold on. Okay, I had to find my draft. It was in the pile of papers I have over there, but I didn't have it in the right order. All right, let me put my highlighters up because they're in my way. Okay. So, the first week of December actually starts on Thanksgiving when everything is closed and we are not doing anything. All right, well, I mean, not like working, we are doing stuff, we are spending time with family, but that's it. All right, so November 27th through December 3rd. All right, so we start with my income, Mrs. P, 3275, Mr. P, I'm saying 1050. Hopefully that's what he gets. And then other, we are not expecting anything other than our regular paychecks. So this is 4325. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our bills. We only have 3 that come out like our regular bills. We've got the mortgage, $1260. We've got Microsoft, which is $22, and we've got NFL package, which is $9. All right, so our fixed expenses is $1291, and that leaves us with $3,034. Sinking funds, I am going to take out $185 this week, and savings is $395. All right, so this section is $580, which is much less than what we usually have. So this is $2454 left over. All right, this is where we also have some changes because we have 5 weeks, but I'm budgeting the same amount for the month. So groceries is $120. Pets is $15. Household is $15. Mr. P is $25. Mrs. P is $40. Miss P is $10. Eating out is $20. Gas $60, and unbudgeted is nothing. Hopefully it stays that way. All right, so $305 for this section, leaving us with $2149. Bills, we just have the truck payment this week, which is $470, and that leaves us with $1679, and that's what we will roll over. $1679. That will just be a buffer in our account. And there's our zero-based budget. Okay, friends, that everything is like off center. that is my budget. This is the last week you'll see the randomizer and Christmas challenges, and then we will go straight into some more deck challenges. I will need to bring back my deck binder and put some challenges in there, but I'm excited. I wanted to keep playing games, but I know I need to focus on that. And so there we go. Guys, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Bye.